All right. So, all right, learners. So my name is Nikunj, and I am a basically full stack Java developer as well as trainer. I have developed many websites, many web applications, many Android applications which are currently live on Play Store. All right. So I'm going to guide you related to this project part. All right. Today and in the upcoming session, right, I'm going to explain you about how you will prepare your backend, then how you will prepare your front end, how you will do the integration of backend with front end. All right. So I hope my screen is visible to all the learners. Is it? All right. Let me connect my time tab. So in full stack Java developer Capstone project, all right, what we will do, we are going to prepare 5 different projects. Sorry. So 5 scenario I am going to explain you with different concepts. Out of which 5, you need to prepare any one. Any one you need to prepare of your choice, whatever. Okay, you need to prepare one. So first one is based on Medicare. Also called as healthcare. Second one is online food delivery. Or called as a food box. Third is online ticket booking, or you can say online movie ticket. NMS cinema. Then fourth one is online banking system. And fifth is complaint redressal system. All right. So 5 projects I am going to explain. We will discuss in detail about what should be prepared inside a Medicare, what should be there in online food delivery, online movie ticket booking, online banking, what should be there in a complaint redressal system. But here first of all we will learn what kind of a technology, what kind of a database, what kind of a methodology that you are going to use in Capstone project, so that we will understand. So first thing that you need to understand is your Capstone project must have 3 things. Capstone project must be scalable. Due to its dynamic nature, it is built around various domains and business use cases which make it scalable. Must have multiple technologies. Every stage of Capstone project can be implemented with different service present for the operation. And multi-level projects are used to deploy on cloud, means there must be a user access, there must be an admin access, right? There must be a manager access. Multiple technology means you can use Java, right? For front end, you can go with HTML, CSS, JSP. Then for front end, also you can go with Angular. For testing, you can go with TestNG, ReportNG, or Selenium. So you must use a different technology. Okay. So the Capstone project is comprehensive project that aims to deliver E2E, basically end-to-end functionality of business application. Now, what should be the project flow? First of all, whenever I am going to explain you about the 5 different projects, On the basis of that, suppose you are choosing any one, so you need to do one planning. So this basically the methodology that you need to use is a agile methodology. So you need to do the agile planning. After you do the planning, okay, you need to divide the task into the different sprint. Time boxing event. Time boxing event. Alright. After you decide which project I need to prepare, you need to do the planning. On the basis of the planning, you divide the project into the small sprint. Then choose which kind of database we will use. Either you can go with MySQL, okay, Oracle, MongoDB, right? So you choose a database. Say MySQL I am choosing. So choose a database, create a table on the basis of the requirement. All right, and then integrate with the backend. So what kind of a technology you are going to prepare a backend? Backend, say we are going to generally we use Spring Boot as your backend. So choose Spring Boot as your backend. Front end we generally recommend Angular. So for front end, develop the front end part with the help of Angular. Develop the backend part with the help of Spring Boot. And once your app is ready and you want to test, so in a DevOps and testing, you can use Selenium, TestNG. You can go with Jenkins, CI/CD pipeline. You can go with Docker, Kubernetes. All right, and many more the things that you would like to do. But generally Selenium is recommended, and Jenkins CI/CD pipeline. If it is mentioned, you need to prepare. So this is how 6 different levels are there. First of all, out of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Once I will brief, you need to start with agile planning. Then you need to divide the project into different sprints. Then you need to choose a database. Then you need to choose a backend language or the backend framework, front-end framework, and then you need to do the testing. Once everything is done, then only you can submit the project to the LMS. Now see, technology, database management, you can go with MySQL, Oracle, right, PostgreSQL, MongoDB. Backend development, you can go with Java programming, right? You can go with JPA, Hibernate, Servlets, right? Even you can go with Spring Boot, right? Front end, you can go with JSP, Angular, Bootstrap, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Node.js. And into the testing and DevOps, you can select Selenium, TestNG, Jenkins, GitHub, Docker, and AWS. So you can use all of this first, second, third, and fourth. So different technology you must have to use in a Capstone project. Now let's start. I'm going to brief you about the domain called healthcare. So basically, you need to prepare online delivery app for medicine. All right, just like Pharmacy, NetMed, 1mg. Okay, so now what is the objective? You need to create dynamic and responsive Java e-healthcare web application for online ordering of a medicine. Now what is the background of the project? Medicare is a company that supplies medicine and couple of other healthcare essentials at an affordable price. And basically it was established in 2012 in Delhi, India. But what happened? Till the date it was being serving fine all of these years. However, the business analysts noticed a drop in a selling since 2015. What they found that the online ordering of a medicine with the companies such as 100mg, 1mg, Pharmacy, NetMed, M-Fine are gaining more profits by eliminating middlemen. Now what is from middleman from the equation? Now what is a middleman? See, one manufacturer. Once manufacturer manufactures that you can say medicine, it will send the medicine to the super stockist. Then super stockist sells, sends the medicine to the distributor. From distributor, this will be sent to the wholesaler. And from wholesaler to retailer, and retailer to customer. So if everyone will keep, say, super stockist has a margin of 1%, distributor has margin of 5%, right? Wholesaler has a margin of 10%, and retailer has margin of 30%, right? So customer have to bear, suppose the item is for 50 rupees, so approximately this cost will increase to 100 plus rupees, right? So company wants to eliminate the middleman from the equation. So these all are called as middlemen. These are called as middlemen, right? So company wants to eliminate all those middlemen from the equation. As a result, the team decided to hire a full stack Java developer just like you, who could develop a healthcare web application with rich and user-friendly interface. So you are hired as a full stack Java developer and asked to develop the web application. The management team has provided you with the requirement and its list and their business model so that you can easily arrange different components of the application. Now what management team has briefed? Management team told you that you must prepare one admin portal where admin can add or remove the medicine details, because admin has all right, he or she can add or remove the medicine details from the application to build rich product line, edit medicine detail like name, price, seller, description to keep the product information updated with the current price. And if a particular medicine is not available in a stock, you can enable, admin can enable or disable the medicine. So admin has these three features: one, add or remove; second, edit; third, enable or disable. These three features must admin have. These are called as the admin features. Now what user feature must have? User can sign in to the application to maintain the record of activity, means you need to prepare a login and sign up. This is one. Search for product based on search keyword, means there must be a one search bar where admin can search for, say, crocin. So user can search for a particular medicine. So he or she will get entire list of the medicines available which start from the word crocin or related to the drug like crocin. Then second, once the user will click on a search button, you can apply the filter and sort the result based on the different categories. You can add the selected product and customize the purchase at the end, just like you do in an online ordering of like Amazon and Flipkart. Experience a seamless payment process. You no need to prepare a payment gateway, just you need to prepare a dummy payment gateway. I'll give you the idea how we are going to prepare. And once the payment is done, a user will receive an order summary page once the payment is complete, right? So 5 things we need to prepare. First, login, sign up. Second, search. Third, add to cart. Fourth, payment gateway. Fifth, you can say order summary. Search and sort, you can say. So these are the 5 features of users. Now see, I had prepared one layout for you. This is basically a navigation bar. We call it as nav bar. This is the name of the brand. brand name. These are the buttons, toggle buttons. These are also the toggle buttons for sign up and sign in, right? These are the categories. For that, you can prepare a table inside a database. These are coming from database table. Categories table. Most viewed medicine, or you can give the name as most ordered medicine. This is also coming from database. This is a slider. All right. This is basically carousel slider. I'll give you the example of carousel slider. So this is your front page, how it will look like. This is for the login layout, and this is for admin feature. Once the admin will log in, this is the button will be visible to only for the admin. Once admin will click on manage product, this button will execute this page, open up this page. From here, admin can click and edit the detail like what is the price, what is the quantity available, brand Cipla and paracetamol. If the quantity available is equal to 0, means you can say that medicine out of stock. Alright, if this will be deactivated, you can say not available. Alright, so this is how admin can do this. Getting it, learners? Kindly respond me inside a chat window with yes or no. Alright, so what we can do, learners, I cannot share this PPT with you. Alright, so better I am giving you some time, say 5 minutes I will give you. So in that 5 minutes, what you can do, you can take a screenshot and save it. Alright, just take a print screen, open up Paint, Control V, you can do it, and you can save this screenshot like this. Alright, so you save the screenshot. I am giving you 5 minutes for that. The video will be uploaded to the class after you can say almost 48 hours. 24 to 48 hours it will take. So better you must have a screenshot. At the end I am going to share one file. From there you will get everything, but as of now what I recommend, you just do it. Alright. Yeah, this one is little bit different one that you have. Alright. Alright learners, so suppose a user is selecting a Kumbiflam, right, as a medicine. So like this, he or she will receive Combiflam, brand, Cipla, description, price, number of quantity, and according to that, that must be multiplied and the total will be there. Once he or she will refresh, you can delete if it is required. Once user will click on checkout, user will be redirected to the payment gateway. Alright, and once the payment gateway will receive amount, you can redirect the user for order summary. So for this, I will give you one layout at the end once I will explain all the 5 projects. These 2 layouts I am going to give it. Okay. So this is the one project. All right. Second one is food delivery. This one is the second. So what is the objective? You need to prepare a dynamic and responsive online food delivery web application for ordering of food items of different designs of a restaurant. Foodbox is a restaurant. Okay, Foodbox is a restaurant chain that delivers food items of different designs at affordable prices. It was established in 2014 in Bangalore, India. So it had been serving fine all of these years. However, the business analytics noticed a decline in sales since 2016. What they found that the online ordering of food items with companies such as Swiggy, Zomato, Foodpanda are gaining more profits by eliminating the middlemen from the equation. So as a result, the team decided to hire a full stack Java developer like you who can develop an online food delivery web application with rich and user friendly interface. So you are hired as a full stack Java developer and asked to develop the web application. The management team has provided you with the requirements and the business model so that you can easily arrange the different components of the application. Now what management team has told you? There must be one admin portal where admin can add or remove the designs or from the application to build a rich product line. Alright. Second, you can edit the food details like name, price, design, description and offers to keep it aligned to the current price. Because as petrol price increases, suppose the raw material of the food price also increases, so you need to increase the price. And you can enable or disable the food items. Suppose some of the fruits or the foods which are available only on a particular season like a mangoes and all. So or at that time if it is not available, you can disable the food items. So again, for a user, for an admin, always these 3 features will be same in any of the application. Add or remove. Second, edit. Third is enable or disable the item. Alright, these 3 things we need to prepare for admin. For user also, there are only 5 things. Sign into the application, search for food item, apply filters, add the selected food items to the cart, perform a payment and get order summary. So for user portal also, or for user side, you need to do one. Sign in, sign up. Second, search and sort. You need to apply sorting algorithm. Third, add to cart. Fourth, payment. And fifth is the order summary. So this you need to prepare. Alright, for the user side. For admin side, 3 features. For user side, 5 features. So this is again the layout. This is the brand name. This is your navigation bar. This category is Indian, Chinese, Italian, Mexican. These are coming from, you can say, table. These are also coming from most viewed food items or most ordered items. This is a slider. wow slider or carousel slider. These are the two buttons using which you can do a sign up and login. This is another, you can say that reference you can take. And rest part will be the same as you have already seen into the online medical or Medicare or a healthcare website. So learners, I will suggest you take a screenshot for the same, then we will move to the next. All right, so let's see the next. So the third scenario that we have is entertainment. So in this application, you need to prepare online movie ticket booking, just like Book My Show or a Paytm, right? So create a dynamic and responsive web application for booking movie tickets online for different genres and the language. So the background of the project is NMS Cinema is a company, just like a PVR Cinema or Cinemax, is a chain of single screen theaters that screen movie shows of different genres and languages at very genuine prices. It was established in 2004 in Pune, India, and recently the business analysts noticed a decline in sales since 2010. They found out that the online booking of movie tickets from apps such as Book My Show, Paytm were gaining more profits by eliminating middlemen from the equation. As a result, the team decided to hire a full stack Java developer just like you who can develop an online movie ticket booking web application with a rich and user-friendly interface. You are hired as a full stack Java developer and are asked to develop the web application. The management team has provided you with the requirement and their business model so that you can easily arrange the different components of the application. Now what you need to do? You need to prepare one admin portal from where admin can add or remove the different genres to or from the application to build a rich product line. edit movie details, and enable the disable the movie shows if it is going houseful. Alright. So again, admin has three features only. First is add or remove. Second, edit. Third, enable or disable the movie. These three features must admin have. Now for the user, again 5 features. Sign in. User can search different movies. User can apply filter and sort the result. Alright, add the selected movie tickets to the cart and customize the purchase at the end. Experience a seamless payment process and receive a booking summary. This time booking summary is nothing but your ticket. Alright. So first, in a user case, there must be a sign in or sign up process. Second, you must have to apply search and sort with some sorting algorithm. Third, you can add to the cart. Fourth, payment gateway. And fifth, order summary, or you can say ticket. So these 5 features must be there with the user side. Now see, this is again, these are the categories which are coming from the database. If the category is not available, you can prepare it manually. So this is coming from database. This is also coming from the database, right? NMS Cinema is a brand name. This is your navigation bar as discussed earlier, right? And there will be one extra button which will be only visible to the admin. Rest, sign up and login. This is again a slider, right? And these are the image banners. See, this is view movies and manage movies. So only this button, as you can see, manage movie buttons is only available with admin side. So here you can add the name, duration, description, unit price, how many tickets are available. Here you can upload a banner. This kind of a banner. These are the banners. You can choose a category, and if it is not available, you can add it from the, you can prepare it a new category, and that category will be inserted into the database also. Okay, so if there will be a, this is for both, this edit option and explore more option is available only with, you can say with admin part, and only one button called book now is available with user. Suppose user is coming here and clicking on this banner, user will click on this banner, so user will be redirected here and user will get this button called book now. Once the user will book, user will be redirected to the payment page, and after the payment, the ticket will be received. Getting it, learners? Please respond. Alright, so what I will suggest, you again take a screenshot, then we will move to the next part. Radhika Rao, I need to explain the project part first. All right. I will explain all the 5 scenarios. Then I'll share one application. Actually, doing a fresh coding from starting from the scratch is not allowed because this is a part of your certification criteria. So I will share you one application for your backend reference, as well as I will share you one application for your front end reference, as well as I will share and I will explain you how you will prepare a flow. What should be the flow of your project? So that I'm going to explain. It will be okay. So take a screenshot quickly. So the next one is domain is online banking. So here is slightly different criteria is there, because whenever you do any kind of a banking application, the login is must. So unless and until a user or admin do not do the login, he or she or user or admin cannot be able to land on a dashboard. So this one is your fourth scenario. So project objective is create a dynamic and responsive Java online banking web application to deposit, withdraw and transfer money between the accounts. Background of the project is ICIN is one of the top banking firms that accepts the deposit from the public for the purpose of lending the loans to the public. It also invests an amount in securities. Recently, the business analysts noticed that there is a drop in number of customers of the bank. Why? Because they found out that the online banking systems of a bank like Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, American Express Bank are gaining more profits by eliminating middlemen and giving more exciting offer from the equation. As a result, the team decided to hire a full stack Java developer just like you, who have a capability, can develop an online banking web application with rich and user-friendly interface. So you are hired as one of the full stack Java developer and have been asked to develop the web application. The management team has provided you with the requirements and their business model so that you can easily arrange the different component of the application. Now what management team has asked? There will be one manager who can authorize the role and guideline for the user. So first is authorize the role and guideline the user, means enable, disable the user. Second, grant the access to the user regarding money transfer and deposit and withdraw. Access for money transfer. Third, you can block a user or a manager can block a user account in case of any threat and authorize the checkbook request. Authorize the role or block and accept, reject checkbook request. So these three roles admin must have. Admin can authorize the role. Admin can authorize the role. Right? Second, admin can give the access for money transfer between the different accounts. And third, accept or reject the checkbook request. Now, in case of user or admin or whoever, they must have to register first, then log into the application by the secret credential to maintain a record of activities. Second, they can deposit and withdraw the money from the bank account by granting the access from the manager. View the balance in their primary and saving account. Transfer the fund between different accounts and add the receipts and the recipients. Checkbook request for different accounts. So these 5 features must be there. Register, deposit, view balance, transfer fund and checkbook request. So this is how they will do you can say this is the first page, or you can say sign up and sign in page. This is for say user section. Once the user will enter correct email ID and password, user will be landed to the dashboard. If the user is new and clicking on the sign up button, user can click on the sign up button. Once the user will click on a sign up button, unless until the admin is not authorizing it, user will not be able to land on a dashboard. Alright. So this is what we call as an authorization or a block user. Right. So this is the dashboard. So this is the home, accounts, transfer and request. This is the primary balance, this is the saving balance. These all are the symbols. Basically, these all are the symbols from font or some library. You can use font or some library using Bootstrap, right? And once the user will click on deposit, so he or she will be able to deposit the money, and from here he or she will be able to withdraw the money. So this is a user dashboard. Now this is a user profile which contains a user name, last name, phone, email and password, or whatever the details they have entered while sign up. Now this is a primary account number, this is a saving account number. If there will be a current account number, you can add a current account number. But no more needed, you can go with the basic thing only. Two features, primary and secondary, or you can say primary account number and saving account number. Now see, once the user will click on the request button, there is only one option available for request, right? We have a request a new checkbook for which primary or secondary, so you can select it from the drop down. Requesting a checkbook for primary account, say for 20 leaves. And once the user will click on submit request, this request will be sent for approval to manager. All right. So now see, this is a admin login, or you can say manager login. This is a admin login. So this is the admin login, and this is the admin dashboard where admin has to access user account, checkbook request. So whenever a new user sign ups, all right, so admin can able to block or unblock the user. See, disable action is there, enable is action is there. Even admin can see what is the basic detail of that person and what is the amount that is there with the primary and saving account. Not only that, but those checkbook requests that the user has requested, all those requests will be came into the checkbook request section, and from this button he will be able to see whether this is pending or it is in a process, right? Once the manager will click on confirm button, the status will be changed to that in process, or you can say accepted. So the checkbook will be there into the printing process, and then the checkbook will be delivered to the user with their registered mail. So that no need to prepare. All right. So this is there. All right, learners. So this one is little bit the layout is little bit different. So what I'll suggest, I'll give you the enough time to take a screenshot, and then we will move to the next part, that is a complaint redressal system. Is it clear, learners? Give me the quick input. All right. So take a screenshot first quickly. Alright, learners. So one more is there, that is complaint redressal system. But for that we need to go to our LMS. We'll do the login from here. And we will read it out. The details about complaint redressal system. Yeah, let's come back to the Capstone project. Full stack Java developer Capstone project. See, Medicare is already explained, Foodbox is already explained, My Movie Plan is already explained, ICIN Bank is already explained, right? Now there is complaint redressal system. Now what is complaint redressal system? So ABC Telecom Limited is India's major telecommunication service provider offering landline, mobile phones and fiber optic broadband service across the country. Their customer service group is interested in providing a set of customer redressal system through the development of new application using state-of-art technology such as Spring Boot. Clearly mentioned, Spring Boot for the development of Java-based service and UI using Angular. Here it is clearly mentioned, UI you need to prepare in Angular. And integrate them suitably, means Spring Boot plus UI Angular you need to integrate, so that all the necessary services are taken care through this application. They want to have an online complaint management system where the customer can raise the complaint regarding their landlines and broadband services. Now what is the scope? The system should be web-based application developed using Spring Framework as a backend and Angular as a front end that performs the following function. Enable the administrator. So there will be one administrator who can create and manage the life cycle of customer, life cycle of manager and life cycle of engineer. Means there must be 4 login. One is for admin, customer, manager and engineer. So this is a multi-level project. Enable the customers to log in to the portal and raise and track complaints related to service available by them. Then it will enable the manager to log in, view the complaint raised by the customer and assign the complaint, we call it as a ticket, to the engineer based on the pin code. So manager can assign this complaints to the engineer. Now enable also, an engineer also have the access of login. Once engineer will do the login, engineer can pick up the tickets randomly, work on them based on the pin code, right? Enter the status of the task, and they can also reassign it to field worker if it is not resolved by them. So field worker will go to the customer's home, fix it and resolve the complaint. Okay, if the engineer is not be able to resolve it from the data center, so engineer can reassign the complaint to the field worker. Now what are the recommend tools? You need to prepare JUnit testing, Spring Boot application for web application, MySQL database for storing all the data and providing JDBC driver for connectivity, Angular for front end, DevOps production technology like Git, GitHub and Docker, Kubernetes, AWS, Selenium, Jenkins, CI/CD pipeline you can use. These are the recommended tools. Now let's read out the requirement. Admin user is a super user of the system, means admin can do all the CRUD operation, create, retrieve, update and delete. The admin user creates other categories of the user like customer, manager, engineer, and the admin user has a privilege to create, update, delete the records through the web interface and can access the entire system. So admin is a super user. Admin has all the powers. Now customer is a base user. Basically customer is a source of information. Customer is going to fill the detail like I have so and so complaint, kindly resolve, right? So customer user can perform tasks like creating a complaint, view the complaint, track the complaint, and providing the feedback on the resolution of the complaint through the web user. Now the feedback provision is an optional feature. Might be you have prepared some feedback provision project in, I think, phase 3 somewhere, right? So customer should provide following minimum details such as name, address with PIN code, telephone and mobile number. Why? Because sometime if the error is not resolved, company need to send you can say field worker to the home to repair and fix it. So that is why address, telephone number is mandatory. And type of problem, you can give a drop down that cannot make a call but receive a call, or can make a call but cannot receive call, nor, or you can say neither make nor receive the call. So you can prepare a drop down, so that will be easy for you can say engineer or a manager to understand the problem. Once successfully submit the complaint, okay, a ticket is status is said to be raised, right, and share it with the customer with a number, your complaint number with so and so ID. At that time, the status of the ticket will be called as a raised, means a ticket is raised. So now as soon as customer will raise a ticket, that ticket will be sent to the manager. So now whenever the manager will do the login, okay, or whenever manager will refresh the page, manager will be able to see that ticket using according to the PIN code of the customer, right? So your manager can pick the ticket from the active list ticket and assign them to the engineer based on the PIN code of the customer where the service is installed. There should be different manager to take care of different PIN codes. So at least you need to prepare 5 to 10 different PIN codes and 5 to 10 different managers. Okay, and there should be as many managers for the assignment. Manager should also be able to see the status of the tickets in all area. Means manager is super, then you can say engineer and field workers, right? So manager also be able to see what is the ticket status. Now engineer can log in and view all the tickets assigned to him or her and can pick up the tickets assigned to them and assign it with the status of WIP, work in progress, work on the case, which is independent of the type of the problem, and resolve. And update the status as resolved if it is resolved from the data center only. But in that case, if they are not be able to resolve the issue at the end, they can mark that this needs to be reassigned to the field worker in case of cable fault or at the customer side. So they can flag it as escalated. So if the status is escalated, so now the field worker will visit the customer's home and resolve the error. All the activities of all the use cases should be appropriately bound by the session. You can prepare HTTP session, right? Using a Hibernate, you can prepare a session or other alternatives. Appropriate time out to be provided for each user. All right, learners. So these are the basic requirements. So what I will do, you just go through this all the details which is given here into project 1, project 2, project 3, as well as project 4 and project 5. I am giving you 15 minutes. All right. Within that, you please logged into your LMS, read it out, all the description and feature, what kind of technology you need to prepare line by line, and then you decide on which project, okay, you are selecting and you want to proceed. Then randomly I will choose one project and I'll give you the brief. All right, learners. Kindly respond me inside a chat window quickly. All right. So take a time and go through it quickly. Learners, I had given you 15 minutes of a time to read out all the use cases of the project. That is why I had kept my mic on mute. Okay, once we will go through this, we will start discussing on the project flow. All right. So read it out carefully and decide which project you need to prepare. So learners, have you decided on which project you want to prepare? Which assessment you have chosen? Let's have a discussion now. Come on, do let me know quickly inside a chat window. Learners, give me the quick input if you have chosen a project. I'm waiting for a valuable input. Okay, I got one suggestion from banking, one is for Medicare. What about others, learners? Foodbox or My Movie Plan? All right. Give me the quick input. Medicare. All right. Medicare. What about others? Medicare, you have started and completed half of it already. Great. Foodbox and banking. All right. So majority are working on Medicare, Foodbox, and banking, right? So what I'll do, I'll give you one brief about this Medicare or a banking, or you can say, I think we have done similar type of project before except banking. So you can go with any, all has equal criteria and equal marking. All right. You can prepare any. That's not compulsory that you need to go with, but it's all of, at the end, it depends upon your choice. All right. So I'll give you one project flow. All right. How you are going to prepare. So this is one web page I'm going to design. So this is how you need to prepare your front end. So this is whatever you can prepare, right? Just I'm giving you the flow. Say Medicare. All right. So there must be a So this is a bottom part. There you can write down @ copyright designed by or developed by, you can give your name. Here you can give the address. Here you can give the contact number. This is a general layout. You can implement in any of the website, all right? And let me copy this layout first. All right, so these are the pages that are prepared. Now say this is your first front page. So let's start with login. So it must have email and password. And you should give one button here like login button. So once the user will click on a login button, user will be redirected here to the next page. So in the next page, there must be a one search bar. Search here for medicine. Like this, there will be some hint, and there are many medicines photographs may be visible here. You can give a slider. So this should be your slider. And you can prepare a slider with some navigation button like this. There are certain images must be shown, top trending or whatever, right? So let me add one image of any medicine. Just a minute. Alright, so I have added one image for Ceradon. You can say this is one image. Similarly, you can add many images for paracetamol or whatever, right? See, if I am going to explain all the flows, then that will be difficult for you and me to complete the Capstone project on time. I had chosen one random Medicare. I had prepared few of the flow that I will explain, that I will share it with one GitHub link. All right. Once I will explain the flow, I need to share the backend part also. All right. And we have only 2 sessions, and within that we need to complete this Capstone project. If you have any, yeah, I know that. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. All right. So now, once the user will click here, user will be redirected to this page. So in this page, there will be a photograph of that product once again. Where all the details will be mentioned. Name, you can say, Ceradon, category, painkiller, schedule H drug, say no. Schedule H drug is only you can purchase if it is prescribed by the doctor only. If you do not wish, you can remove it. Say company, you can give the name of the company. Say Cipla is preparing, so you can write down the name of the company as Cipla, right? Or another, so you can give the name of the company. Price, you can say before going to the price, number of tablets. You can say number of tablets are 10. Then you can go with price. Say 15 rupees or 14.50 rupees. You can write down inclusive of all taxes, including GST. Once this is done, there must be a one button here. Using that button, you can order this medicine. So once the user will click on the order now button, user will be redirected to the payment gateway. So this is a payment gateway. Payment gateway page. So in payment gateway, you need to just show how this payment gateway is working. So you need to prepare a dummy payment gateway like this. You don't need to prepare like actual. So this is how you can show. Amount say 14.50 rupees. There will be a one button called Pay Now. Once the user will click on Pay Now, you can give a hint here. This amount will be deducted from your bank account like this. So once the user will click on Pay Now, user will be redirected to the order summary page. Alright, so in order summary page, again there will be a detail of what order you have done. So this is called order summary. Again, it contains the details that you have entered. Not only that, but there will be a one section where deliver to address. The address you need to give, whatever the address that you have taken at the time of registration, you can deliver to that address. Not only that, but there must be some few more details like booked on date, okay, and expected. You can give expected date. Make it simple. You can give the date like booked on today's date. Let's keep a today's date only. That is 21st/8/2022. Expected date you can give as 31st/2022. And there you can see, there you can give one thank you message. Thank you for order. And there will be a one link called continue shopping. Alright, so whenever the user will click on continue shopping, user will be redirected to the home page once again. So this is a flow. All right. Now what about the search box? Suppose the search box is you need to implement, and when user is clicking on the search box, so the search box should look like this. So whenever the user will click on here, say search box, say user is searching here for say crocin. So user will get all the list of available medicines here, like starting from first crocin, second ciprofloxacin, or you can say crocin plus or crocin advanced. Similar type of suggestion must be there, and once the user will choose any of the product, user will be redirected to page number C. So I am giving here a number. This is the first. This is second. This is third. This is fourth. This is fifth. And this is sixth. And once the user will click on any of the products, say user clicked here, user will be redirected to this page. Alright, learners. So I hope the scenario is clear. What should be the flow? Getting it? Please respond me inside a chat window. Okay. So I'm going to share this flow with you. So I'm stopping a screen share right now, and here I am starting a file transfer. You can download this for your reference. Just a minute, I'm starting it once again. So yeah, so I've started a file share. Yeah, I'll share one GitHub link. Okay, not to worry. Please wait for some time. Meanwhile, you download this. Once you download, just respond me as done. So I will stop the file share. I hope all of you have downloaded the file. It's hardly 175 KB. Alright. So yeah. So learners, what we will do, we'll take a short break here for 15 minutes. After the break, I will explain you about the backend code and I will share one code of one Spring Boot application through which you can do all the CRUD operations. Alright. So those who have not downloaded it, I am sharing it once again. They can download once again. This is the last time I am doing. Please do this quickly. Alright. And wait for my instruction. I have shared it once again. So please download those who have not downloaded yet. I had already shared once again. Please check, go to the Cisco, there you will see one option for download. Those who are not getting, please wait for some time. At the end of the session, I am going to share all the details. Alright? I am sharing with everyone only, not for a particular person I am sharing. Yeah, alright, it is there, still you can download. Alright? So before going to the break, I would like to start with one polling activity, that how we are doing. So make sure that everyone should respond to this polling activity. And okay, after the break, we will start with your Spring Boot part and I will explain you how this CRUD operation will work. Okay, so the poll is open. You can do the poll now. And here I am starting a screen share that take a break for 15 minutes. Enjoy the break, learners. Happy learning. Alright, I hope you guys are back from the break. Are you there? Please respond. Learners, are you there? Please respond. Alright, so let's have a discussion on this polling activity. Harsh Jadhav and Neha Verma is telling to me that you need to give me more example. On which topic you are supposed to be expected that I need to give me the more example. Can you tell me? If you have any doubt, you can ask me the questions. Let me open my Eclipse. Yes, that is what I am going to share. I already told you that after the break I will start with your backend part, right? And I will share the code also. All right? Yeah, sure. Thank you. So here I have prepared one application in Spring Boot with all CRUD operation: create, retrieve, update, and delete. So first of all, I will prepare the application.properties. There we need to use our username, password for MySQL, right? This is the name of the you can say database called mentoring. I had prepared. This is my jdbc.mysql URL, right? This is my direct, MySQL dialect, DDL auto update query, and SQL show. So it will show you the query which is inside the console. And this is my port number that I had configured 8082. By default, it will take 8080, but if 8080 is using by some another application, so you can change to the port number as 8082. So this is the basic thing. The first of all, we need to prepare an entity. So suppose user entity I need to prepare. So the tables will be prepared automatically as we are using Spring Boot and annotation. @entity annotation will prepare a table with the class called user. Your class name is basically a table name. Alright. @ID, this is the primary key. Column name is also ID. Generation type is identity, so it will do the auto increment. Private ID, name, email, country, and then I have prepared a getter setter. So this is a bean pojo class I have prepared. Next is you need to prepare a repository. So basically at the rate repository annotation you need to use, and you need to write down this extend JPA repository with user and integer as your ID that you have passed. Then inside a service you need to prepare a method for all the methods like create, retrieve, update and delete. So at the rate service entity, at the rate service annotation we will use for preparing a service. At the rate auto wired to automatically you can say connect with the repository. Add user is a method where we have prepared one method called save. So from using this method we will save the user. So here add user, this is to get all the list of user, right? This is the method for user get by its ID. Suppose if you want to get user by particular ID, so it will check whether the user is present or not, and if it is not, it will return null, or here you can print some message that user is not available. Then update the user. Suppose if you want to update the user, so this is one ID I am giving. Suppose if you want to do any CRUD operation in your project, you can take the reference of the same and you can prepare. So this is a method for update user using ID and new user, and this is a method for deleting a user, and it will return a boolean true or false. Once you have prepared the service, then you can prepare for the controller. And in controller we will use this REST controller here at the rate REST controller, and at the rate request mapping /API/user means your URL will be http://localhost:8080/this API/user. So for all the post mapping, it will read to the request call /. So all the requests with / will add the data by using add user method that you have declared inside a service, right? And service will add the user u. If it is added successfully, the status will be created, or if the new response entity will be there, and if it is not added, this will give you internal server error. Similarly, you can get the user. Similarly, you can get the user by ID. Suppose if you want to update the particular user by ID, you can update by ID, and you can delete the user by particular ID. And into the Spring Boot application, you need to do the component scan. You need to do the component scan of that package only in which your controller is located. If you don't know, just remove this .demo, so it will scan all the package com.simplylearn, com.simplylearn, com.simplylearn. But generally, components can be write down for user controller, all right, and basically the package name we will give in which the user controller is located. Now let's start with this application. Run on server. Say Java application. You can do it run by Spring Boot or run by Java application. I know. All right. So it is started, as you can see. Because server I had installed, it is showing it to me. So once you will click on run on server, so from the next time it will not show you that run on server. Here you will see the Tomcat is started. See, Tomcat is started on the port number 8082. All right. So now I want to test this API. So I will call a postman, and we will check the API. See, localhost slash localhost colon 8082 with your path slash API. Yeah, Spring Boot is basically mandatory for Capstone, right? So I had already prepared a database. So let's try to get some values. Let's try to add some values. So in the body section, I will go and I will give the name as say Harsh Jadhav. We'll give the email as country say India. All right. So I'm clicking on send button. See, Harsh Jadhav is added with the ID number 33. Let's add another name from the participant list. Say Neha Verma. Say neha@gmail.com. I'm adding this to the database. So it is also added. Right? The data is added. Let's add another. Sumit. Say Sumit KV@gmail.com from India. So this data is added. Right? So now I will click on get. For get, this body is not required. So we will get all the users. See, or previously I had added few data, ID 5, 6, 16, 21, 30, 33, 34, 35. So post and get are working, right? Now let's try to update something. So we will put this data. Now instead of this data, ID is 35. So here I will mention 35th number of ID I need to update. Sumit KV I need to add. So I'll do it in a capital so that you can distinguish between these two. Instead of India, say US. And I'm clicking on send button. See, it has been updated. ID number 35 is updated. Instead of US, if you want India, you can write down India. It will be updated, as you can see. So edit is also working. Now let's check for delete. Let's try to delete with ID number 35 I need to delete. So I'll click on the send button. See, object is deleted. And if I will send it again. See, no user found because now the user is not available. Say, let's try to get a user with ID number 34. Who is the user with ID number 34? Neha Verma. Let's try to delete this. So that is also working, right? Let's try to get the user by ID number 33. So you are getting the user by particular ID, and if you want to delete, you can delete the user. All right. So all the CRUD operations are working. All right, learners. So I have already prepared one GitHub repository link. For the Capstone part, and I am going to share this entire document. Yeah, please, I am sharing this file, all right? So Capstone project, see, Spring Boot CRUD operation is there. So you can download this and you can use it for the backend part. Because in the backend part, you need to do the CRUD operation, right? So entire project is there, Spring Boot, all right? And not only that, but for Foodbox also, I had also prepared one flow that is also there. For Medicare, already just now I had prepared, but previously few days back I had prepared and the flow is already there. Suppose those who are working on my movies, so my movie flow of plan is also I had prepared and I had shared here. All right. So you can take a reference of all of this and you can prepare your front end also. Right. So today we will work on a backend part only. All right. You try to prepare with a Spring Boot. Banking I haven't prepared, right? But if you want, already I had shared the one PPT where we have discussed related to the banking part. See, and you have taken a screenshot also. Sumit, do you remember? So this you can use it for the reference. Have you taken the screenshot, Sumit? Please respond. All right, so I'll upload this screenshot, all right, and the link I will share it once again. Or if you want, I cannot share this document, learners. Why can't you understand? Yes, the integration of backend with front end, that we will cover up into the upcoming session. Means in the next Sunday, whenever we will start with your front end part. I'll give you some example of HTTP service. I'll give you some example of Angular, and we will integrate your backend part with the front end part. And at that time, I will show you how you can use that Eclipse data from Eclipse data to you can say Angular part. So those who want the screenshot for the same, they can take out the screenshot. I am giving you 2 minutes. Just do this quickly. This one is for online banking. All right. So learners, here I am sending this file once again. All right. This is for the reference. You can take the reference of all the CRUD operations and you can implement in your project, because every project has this, you can say, CRUD operation like edit, add, remove, right? So you need to do the CRUD operation. So you can do this. All right. So now I will request all the learners to start preparing the same. I am there here. If you need any support for a backend, I can help you out. So I have shared you the link. Just try to prepare the CRUD operation according to your project requirement. All right. So you start preparing from your side. I am keeping my mic on mute. If you need any kind of help, just inbox me. All right, learners? We have a time. You can start preparing now. Give me the quick input, learners. What doubt that you have, please mention inside the chat window. What's your good name, by the way? If I can make a project, then what will happen? Which kind of project you will prepare? Out of this 5 only, right? If you can't make the project, your certification criteria will not be completed and you will not be passed out. This is mandatory. And why you are thinking that I can't prepare a project? What's the issue? Almost 50% work is already I have shared with you. You just need to implement. As this is a part of your certification criteria, otherwise I would have prepared and shared the document. But as this is a part of your certification criteria, I cannot prepare, I can help you out just. Alright? If you need any kind of help, you can ask me. Yes, you will get a time. See, you have a 2 weeks of a time. From the today and upcoming Sunday, there will be the session. After that session, you will be getting approximately 1 week of a time or may can extend up to 15 days. So now from the day 1, right, from today onwards, you keep 2 weeks of a time that you have. 2 weeks of a time is it's already, you can say, it's not a less time, but it's, you can say, it's enough time. You can prepare within that. See, today I had already shared with you for a CRUD operation, right? In the next session, we will work on a front end. At that time also, I will share you one document for front end, right? So it will help you almost 50-60 work. I will share it with you. Rest 20-30% of work you need to implement. After all, you need to give your efforts for that, for the same. So if you need a more time, you need to connect with the LSM, okay? And she will help you out if she can do anything, all right? So now it's my request, let's do not discuss on this topic, that we will discuss on the upcoming Sunday. Please start preparing your application, and if you are finding any doubts and difficulty, you can ask me the questions. All right, learners? Yeah. Start preparing the same. I'm keeping myself on mute. All right? Learners, have you started working on the project or not? Please respond. Already, okay. So keep working on it. Let me know if you need any kind of help. All right. So start preparing the project. All right, learners. So all the required document I have shared with you. You can take a reference of that Spring Boot CRUD operation and you can implement on your project, whether it will be a complaint redressal system or Medicare or Foodbox or My Movie Plan or ICICI Bank, right? So I have shared this link. Again, if you want, I'll share the link. So you can implement the same for the reference. Upcoming into the next upcoming Sunday, we will start preparing with we will work on your front end, and as well as I am going to show it to you how you can integrate backend with front end. All right. So we'll meet up on the next Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed the session. You found this session fruitful. All right, learners. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah. Thank you and good night. We are concluding the session here. Thank you, everyone.
Hello everyone. Hope you all enjoyed the session. Please do provide your valuable feedbacks. I have posted the link in your chat box. And please mention your comments as well. So that will help us to understand what went wrong and we can improve in the upcoming session, guys. Thank you everyone.
Right, close contact.